Hello, fifth grade. Today's math assignment is going to deal with measuring angles. We'll measure them to a certain degree. Then we're going to name that angle as either an acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, or straight angle. And to do that today, you're going to need a tool called a protractor. Yours might look a little different than what you see on your screen, but it should have two different rows of numbers on the outer edge of it. One side going from 0 to 10, 20, 30, all the way to 180. And then the inside going backwards, 0 to 180 the other direction. Hopefully you have a transparent one. Most of yours have a circle where you can begin with the vertex of an angle. So an angle is formed by two rays with the same endpoint. This endpoint is called the vertex. So we're looking here at an angle. This right here would be the vertex, this dot. Okay, so when I'm talking about the vertex, it's the endpoint of the two rays. One going that way, right there, and the other ray is going up over there. Okay, so two different rays. The protractor then will be used to get to a certain degree. To do that, on your protractor, you're going to have a hole. I do not, so I'm going to move this protractor so that one of the rays is pointing right at 180 degrees. This should be on your opening in your protractor, or at the bottom like mine, right in the center. Hopefully there's a mark on your protractor. Okay, and once you've got it on there, you've got it positioned. That's the key here, is to position it right to get it down. Okay, so that's right on there. We want to mark them to the nearest 5 degrees. So you never mark anything at 32 degrees or 163 degrees. It's always going to be a 5 or a 0 at the end. Either 35 degrees, 50 degrees, 100 degrees, 75 degrees, 60 degrees, etc. Always a 5 or a 0 at the end. Once we have our protractor on the vertex of the angle, then, as I said, we want to line up so that it goes to the line on the bottom from 0, which is over here, to 180 on this end. So we want to kind of get that line through that 0 all the way across to 180. So a line on the bottom. Once we have that, then we're going to read the measure of the angle where the other ray passes through. Okay? I like it. There's an inner circle and an outer circle. Because I went with my angle going this way first, I find the 0. My 0 is on the inner circle. So I'm going up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And now I'm at my measurement. Well, it's between 80 and 90. Well, what's between 80 and 90? Halfway we want would be 85, and there's the mark for degree. Okay? A little circle. So that's getting the measurement. 85. I'm using the bottom circle, not the top. The top looks like 90 and 100. But we didn't start at the 0 on the outside over here. We started on the inside. Sorry, I moved this. Let's turn this thing a minute. There we go. Okay, so 85 degrees. Now, what kind of an angle is it? We've got to name it as either right, obtuse, or acute. Well, the distance from here to there, oops, I did it again. The distance from this angle to there is acute angle, less than 90. degrees. That makes it acute. Okay? So that's 85. This one I got the protractor already on it. Here's my vertex. Two rays coming out of it. Again, the ray going across the screen, this one, is right on the 0, 180 line. And now I got to measure the other one. I got to measure this ray. What degree is it going through? Well, I'm using again the 0 on the inner circle because I went that way. It doesn't have 0. Starts on the right, so I'm going to measure how far it is to there. Okay, but I'm going to use the inner circle. Numbers. Okay, so that starts at 0, 10, 20, 30. Keeps on going. And it's going right through 110 degrees. Hopefully you can see that. 110 degrees. Right on it, maybe a little off. The other number that it goes through is on the outer circle is 70 degrees. That's not right. Okay, it's 110 because this circle is obtuse. I mean, this angle is obtuse. It's greater than 90. You can look at it too to see that and say, that thing looks way bigger than a right angle, which would be 90. So it's got to be an obtuse. I need the obtuse measurement. 70 would indicate it is an acute. All right, here's another one. Again, here is my vertex. Got my protractor centered on that, the little hole on yours. One ray going over here, right through the 0 to 180 degrees line. Okay, that's where I'm going. I'm going to use the inner circle because I went to the left. It starts at 0, then 10, 20, 30 on the inner circle. And then my two choices are 40 or 140. Well, I'm using the inner circle, and I can tell this angle is acute. So that one will not work. 40, use my little degree sign. That's it. So I measure it to 40, and it is acute. I know it goes through two numbers, but I'm using mainly the inner circle when the first ray goes to the right side. Okay, again, here it is. I have it all placed out. Here's my vertex where the two rays go out from. One going this direction. The other way is over here. This one goes from 0 degrees to 180 degrees. So that's not my measurement. The other ray is where I'm at. I got to go all the way over here. Some of you might be tempted to say, oh, it's 20 degrees. Now, this angle you can see is obtuse, greater than 90 degrees. So I can't say it's 20 degrees. I'm using the inner circle. The inner circle is going right through 160 degrees. Okay? So, using the inner circle. You might ask, wouldn't we ever use the outer circle? Here's one that we're going to use the outer circle numbers. Because my ray goes to the left. It's over here that passes through. It went this way first. Then my numbers go on the outside. This ray, as you can see, passes through 30 and 150 degrees. Okay? But I can see the distance from there to there is not greater than 90, a square in the corner. So this one is acute. And if it's acute, it's less than 90, then this could not be right. Here is my correct number, degrees acute. When I use the outside, because my ray went this direction, that's where the 0 was found. On the outside to start my counting. Okay, I'm going to back it up. Here's my ray on the right side, and the 0 is in the inner circle. So I had to start on the right and go all the way to 160. This one, the ray was on my left side pointing this way, so the 0 went to the outer. But I can see the distance from here to there is not very big, 30 degrees. And then this one here. Again, I got it right on the spot. My ray is going to the right, over on that side, the one from 0 to 180. So I'm going to use the inner circle, try and find out how far it is all the way to there. I'm going through two different numbers, but if I start over here and go 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, it's in between 100 and 110. What's in between 100 and 110? 105 degrees. The other number it goes through in here is 70 and 80. Well, 75 would be an acute, and that angle doesn't look acute from here all the way up over here. So we need to pick the bigger one. The 5s are trickier. Watch them very carefully and have your dad double check them or mom. Last example. Notice here's my vertex. Got my circle of the protractor right on it. Going through 0, 180. This one went to my left, so I need to use the outer circle. I need to go with the 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's halfway between 40 and 50. It's an acute angle. I can see that, less than 90. Now, what number is halfway between 40 and 50? 45 degrees. So that's what you're going to be doing today. It's going to take a little practice. There's 3 different steps. Getting that hole of the protractor on the vertex where the 2 rays are being connected. Lining up that vertex with a line that extends from 0 to 180. You can see that it's down here on the bottom, right there. You want to get that? Or it's over here. 0 to 180. And then we read the measure of the other angle and what it's passing through. Most of the time it's the inner, sometimes it's the outer numbers. Watch and label according to that. Acute. I didn't show any right angles, but it could be that, or they could be obtuse. Way bigger than 90. Hopefully that helps. Practice makes it better. There's a few in the book you can practice on, page 455, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8. I gave you the answers on your sheet for those 4 examples. If you have questions, you can ask me during your Zoom meeting. Thank you.